Do you wanna play SCP Secret Laboratory? Do you like SCP? Do you like chaos? Do you like killing your friends? Then SCP Secret Laboratory is for you. Aru, time to go in, let's go. The shy guy is coming. The shy guy is coming.
He didn't know anyone, let's go!
Guys, I'm pretty sure there's a few SCP here.
There's a lot of SCP here.
Fuck it, we born.
Oh, no.
Oh hell no, never mind. We're fucking out of here, bro.
SCP Secret Laboratory is a game where the SCP will want to kill every human while the human will want to escape the facility. You know, like DBD. First thing first, let's go into the roles. The human class. Class T, or the orange boy right here. Class T is a human that want to escape the facility. They have the chaos insurgency that can help them escape. They have a neutral relationship with the scientists due to having the same goal, so you know, they have a trust relationship. You need to like trust each other right there, you know? They will become the chaos insurgency when they escape, and they will become the MTF when they escape while being cuffed by either the guards, or another scientist, or the MTF. This is what most people is gonna become when they play the game. Class T have the most number of people. They spawn without anything in the Class T cell right here. Next one, the Chaos Insurgency. The Chaos Insurgency is a class that will spawn after when people die, and they will respawn as them. They can choose to kill or cuff the scientists, because if they try to help the cuff scientists escape, they will become one of them. They will also try to help Class T to escape as well. Their job is to kill SCP and MTF on site, while helping the Class T to escape. These mercenaries have the firearms to navigate through the facility safely, like shotguns, revolver, or even AK. They also have a keycard, or in their hand, a hacking device, to help them go through the facility without any issue, especially those pesky locked doors. Next up, we got the Scientist. The Scientist is another human that want to escape this facility. They have the NTF and the facility guard that can help them escape the facility. They have a neutral relationship with the Class T due to having the same goal, escaping the facility. Like, you know, they are prisoners, they don't care about them, they just want to leave, you know, because it's not their job to handle this, you know. It's out of their job scope, they're not getting paid enough. They will become NTF when they escape, and then they will become the Chaos Insurgency when they escape while being cuffed by either a Chaos Insurgency or a Class T. They normally spawn in the light containment zone in the area right here, like randomly. And then they will normally spawn with a keycard and a medkit in the inventory. Next up, the MTF and the facility guard. Both of them can choose to kill or cuff Class T to convert them to the MTF. Their job is to try to help the scientists or cuff Class T to escape the facility, and to kill the SCP and Chaos Insurgency on site. The only difference with both of these classes is Facility Guard spawn in the entrance zone, while MTF will spawn in wave after when people die. Facility Guard spawn with an SMG and a flash grenade to help them fend off the SCP throughout the facility, as their spawn, the entrance zone, is right beside the heavy containment zone where most of the SCP spawn. They also have a syringe to give them bonus HP and stamina, as well as a keycard to traverse some part of the facility. Both Facility Guard and the MTF have a radio to communicate with other radio users. Like if someone pick it up from the floor, they can just use it right there. MTF basically have the same gear but upgraded, like assault rifle instead of SMG, a frag grenade beside a flash grenade, medkit instead of a syringe, and a better keycard. Now for the fun part, the SCPs. The first one we're gonna go with is SCP-939, aka with many voices. The strength of this SCP is it can copy sounds of the victim and play them with their ability with many voices, which is normally the tab button. It can copy the final words of the victim they kill, as well as play sounds like gunshot, footstep, or any other sound that's in the game. It can also hear sound through wall. For example, when the Class T open a door far away, their screen will have a visual indicator of there's a sound at the area. They can also be invisible while being in their ability Amnestic Cloud, which is their F button. While being in Amnestic Cloud, human cannot see SCP-939 at all unless he attacked them, as well as they will hear some weird effect in their ear. SCP-939 is also able to lunge at the enemy when in focus, which is the crouch button C. They are also able to see more when in focus as well. SCP-939 is also one of the SCPs that are able to sprint in the game, which is the shift key. Now for the normal attack for SCP-939, it's just a normal swipe, but the biggest issue is just like it doesn't one-shot past these or any humans. You need like a 3-hit for this, basically. With so much ability from one SCP, what are their weaknesses? SCP-939 is nearsighted. It cannot see any human that's not in near range at all. It can only tell there's human nearby if the humans are making sound based on the visual indicator there's a sound nearby there. It can also cannot see a human that's crouch walking, so you can just crouch walk all the way when you see a SCP-939 that haven't detected you yet. Now for the next one, SCP-096, aka the Shy Guy. SCP-096 is one of the fastest and tankiest SCP in the game. It can make less noise while using the ability Do Not Cry, which is normally the right click button, on a wall or door to make less noise on their crying. And for the main mechanic for SCP-096, it's gonna be his enrage. The moment someone look at his face right here, he can enter rage by pressing R. Once he's enraged, he can use his 2 other abilities that can allow him to attack the people. He can force exit rage by pressing R again. It can also open gate while using charge in their enraged form. It can also break doors using the melee attack while being enraged. With so much strength in one SCP, what is the weaknesses? SCP-096 need people to see him or damage him for him to enrage, or else he cannot hit people at all while being in docile mode. It's also quite vulnerable when calming down from a rage for a couple seconds. Now, how you counter this strong SCP when you know his weakness? When you hear him nearby, especially from the distinct sound of him crying, you just look completely down so that he cannot enrage. He cannot attack you at all in docile mode, so you can just avoid him completely. If he get enraged by someone else and you didn't see his face, you become invisible to him as well. Now for the next SCP is going to be the sadist himself, SCP-106, the Old Man. SCP-106 is able to teleport to nearby rooms using his ability, Hunter's Headless. He can also use his ability Stop to regenerate human shield while being underground, and both of these ability uses a resource called Vigor, which passively regen over time. It can go through doors, as well as corrode human on the first hit. It will send human to the pocket dimension on the second hit. The weakness for this sadistic SCP is going to be human may be able to escape their pocket dimension based on RNG. It's one of the slower SCP in the game unless he uses his ability Stop, but he cannot see while being in stop unless the humans are injured. So now, how do you counter him as a human? Whenever you get bring into the pocket dimension, you have 8 hallways that you can go. 2 out of 8 hallways will make you leave and teleport you to a random area on the map, or the Old Man room based on the server settings. 6 out of 8 of it will just kill you instantly. But yeah, basically it's RNG. You want a gacha in game? Yeah, there you go, there's your gacha in game. SCP-049 or the Plague Doctor is the next SCP. SCP-049 is able to slowly cardiac arrest a human to death but after getting the first hit, so basically it's a damage over time. It can revive human that dies under 10 seconds as a zombie, which is SCP-049-2. It can speed up while using good sense of the doctor and ability by pressing F on the target while knowing their location on the timer, which there will be a red dot that they can see on their screen. They can also let zombie know his location and give a human shield using the doctor call by pressing R. The zombie will see a purple dot on the screen, and that is the doctor's location right there. The zombie can eat bodies to heal by pressing E on the body. It can also move faster after seeing a human for a while, like around 3 seconds like that. So like basically if you see a human for a while, it will just start chasing faster and like faster, you know? The movement speed is going to be increased basically. The weakness for the Plague Doctor is it doesn't kill instantly. Cardiac arrest take a while to proc, and like you won't die instantly after getting touched by it. So technically you can out heal it by having a medkit, syringe, or even SCP 500. It's also quite a slow SCP, like the old man movement speed, basically. And to counter him, you basically just need to heal after getting hit by him. Because after you heal, you can technically outrun him as long as he doesn't have the good sense of doctor ability on him. The next SCP is going to be the face of the SCP, SCP-173, or the sculpture. Sadly, the sculpture in this one is kind of, you know, the main look is copyrighted. So they kind of changed the model a bit. SCP-173 is able to kill any human instantly using Snap, which is the left click, or Blink ability, which is the holding right click. I will explain Blink next. Blink will teleport you to the marker's location while holding it. So basically you just hold right click, you see the mark location right there, and then you need to hold right click and let go of right click and it will blink to that direction. It will hit nearby a human while blinking. You can go faster using a breakneck speed, which is the shift ability, but you cannot left click you with it. You can put a pool of fill on the ground using Terror Trip, which is this shit on the floor right here, and human cannot sprint on it. Now for the weakness, I'm pretty sure everybody know the weakness of SCP-173. It cannot move while being looked at, but it can use blink every couple seconds while being looked at. So basically every around 5 seconds like that or so, you'll be able to blink into you slowly, so it will just slowly catch up to you. So you know how to counter it. It's basically you just need to look at it while moving backward. Because like the blink, it will just slowly catch up, right? But it's gonna take a while. Now for the final SCP on the list, SCP-079, the old AI. This is one of the most complicated SCP in the game for a new player that's just start off playing. So just, you know, have your seatbelt on and start taking notes. The strength of SCP-079 is going to be, they have the whole map layout on themselves. They can see the entire map from surface, entrance, and even light containment zone. SCP-079 is also basically indestructible. It cannot die, man. Like you can shoot it, whack it, or whatever. You cannot delete it either. It will always come back. It's able to move from camera to camera, and it will get stronger by helping other SCP to kill humans in the same room they are at, which is like which camera they're at, basically. So if they kill a human by closing a door and the SCP may be able to kill them, they will get XP from it. They are able to open and close door as well as lock them as well, so human cannot interact with them. You know those gates that's like SCP-914 that they're always at. You can open that door as well. You know. They can also activate blackout on a room, which will close all the light in the room, but they are required level 2 for it. They're also able to lock down the entire room by just locking all the doors while closing them, but they are required to have level 4 for it. They're able to scan an entire zone at level 4 to scan those pesky little humans that like to hide in one room, you know. That scan will be able to help them detect them right there. SCP-079 is also able to activate the Tesla, which is electrical gates the human will normally try to time to jump. Because the electrical gate shock is normally quite paragraph, right? It's like on a timer where you zap every couple seconds. But the computer will be able to zap at their choice. So if the human try to time it and the moment they jump, the computer can just press the button and it will zap instantly. You can also ping for other SCP, anything like you can ping there's a people there, or like you ping like go to this location or something like that, but it will use like some power, you know. You can also see the people left that's on the map. So like how much scientists is left on the map, how much class D is left on the map, how much MTF, how much chaos, or how much SCP as well. Now the weakness of this SCP is he need level to unlock more function. So basically if you didn't have any SCP at all, you'd be level 1 and the only thing you can do is lock doors, open doors like that. Another thing that the SCP-079 that cannot do is he cannot kill any human physically. Like he got no way of attacking beside Tesla. But imagine there's no Tesla on the map. Like what the fuck can he do? It also uses power to do any action, like going to another camera, ping, open close door, and the moment he doesn't have power, he cannot do anything. He cannot even move his camera. That's how like important power is for him. So how do you counter this indestructible SCP? There will be 3 generators throughout the heavy containment zone that human can activate with a lever. A security access 2 is needed to access the lever. After 3 generators are activated, the SCP-079 room will open so that the people can go in. Once you go in the room, especially to the room to the right here, you can shoot the button to turn off the SCP. You might be wondering, what is security access 2? Here goes the explanation for the keycards. Keycards spawn in different areas, specifically lockers, to help humans to escape the facility. Different keycards have different access level, and you'll be able to know based on their icon. So the first logo we're going to explain is going to be containment access. Containment access is split into 3 levels, which is level 1, 2, 3. And normally, containment access is related to SCPs. For example, level 1 is normally for SCP 914. Level 2 is going to be the test chamber and SCP-096, as well as some of the glass lockers that you need the checkpoint access for as well. And level 3 is for SCP-106. The next one is going to be security access. Security access also gets split into 3 levels, which is 1, 2, 3. And this is normally contain weapons. So for example, level 1 is going to be the lower containment armory, ammunition armory, as well as a small weapon locker. Level 2 is going to be SCP-0409 armory, large weapon locker, and also the MTF E11 SR rack, as well as the generator. Level 3 is going to be the micro HID armory, which contains the most powerful weapon to shut down an SCP. Now the rest is all like just one level, one tier, so you don't need to worry about like level 1, 2, 3. Checkpoint access is for checkpoints as well as the glass lockers that I suggest now. Gate access is to open gates for you to escape the facility. Intercom access to let you access the intercom room. And Nook access is to help you access the warhead control panel. Now that you know how the keycard work, let's explain the rest of the mechanic in the game. First thing first, SCP-914, the clockwork. This machinery will upgrade or downgrade any items. Basically cards, weapons, or anything. This is a chart right here on how does the machine work with the settings. And cards works the same as well. You can upgrade it with fine or downgrade it with coarse or rough. Oh, there's one more mechanic that I'm going to explain in the game, which is the alpha warhead. The alpha warhead, or basically the Nook in the game, you need to enter 2 rooms to activate. One is going to be in the heavy containment zone, the other one is in the surface zone. You need to flip the lever in the warhead activation room in the heavy containment zone. Then you need to go to the surface zone and press the button there. To open up the button, you need to use a Nook access keycard. And to turn it off, you need to go to the warhead activation room in the heavy containment zone and press the big red button. Remember to flip the lever so they cannot turn it on again. So you guys been hearing me rambling about the zones, so what is the zones in the game? Light containment zone is the first one I can go over first. A timer of 15 minutes will start when the game starts. And once the timer hits 0, decontamination will happen and will kill anyone that's in the light containment zone during that time period. All doors will open at the 30-second mark, so don't worry if you're stuck there with a keycard, including checkpoints as well. But the moment you hit 0, all the doors will be locked, elevator will be closed, so make sure you get out of there before it reaches 0. And of course, this is the zone where Class D and scientists spawn. After light containment zone, it's gonna be the heavy containment zone. It is the next level after the light containment zone checkpoint elevator. All of the SCP spawn here beside the special event ones, which I'm not gonna spoil anything, you know. The warhead activation room is here, as well as the micro HID room as well. And it is the connector from the light containment zone to the entrance zone. The entrance zone. This is where the facility guards spawn in the game. And it is the connector for the heavy containment zone and the surface zone. Nothing much here besides a couple of lockers with like keycards or pills like that. But yeah, nothing much in this area. Not yet at least, you know. Maybe in the future. The last one is going to be the surface zone. This is where the Class D and scientists needed to go in order to escape. MTF and Chaos Synergy will spawn here and here, like at the opposite side of the map. And this is also where the warhead control panel is located. Now you guys understand how the game works and stuff, and the mechanics and stuff. So how do you actually escape? First thing first, you need to find a keycard with checkpoint and escape access. You need to find the containment zone checkpoint and get to the heavy containment zone. After that, you need to go to the heavy containment zone checkpoint and go to the entrance zone. After that, you just need to go to the surface zone and find the escape gate right there. This is how you play SCP Secret Laboratory. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.